Good morning, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Wednesday morning, April 8th. We're looking at partial 2 days of the SPY ETF, market profile here on Window Trader. I have it in 6-tick increments. I have that done for a reason. Right before I get started, though, just want to remind everybody, most likely tonight or tomorrow morning, the latest, I'm going to do a separate video detailing what I'm looking to accomplish with my new Discord chat room. So hopefully you guys all listen to that. I'll let you know when I put it out, most likely tonight, but possibly tomorrow morning. All right, let's get to what's going on. So the reason I did this is because markets are so visual. Also because you have to know who your competition is. And right now my pre-market high is 268. Yesterday's price spike base is 268.02. My pre-market low is 263.03. My price spike base is 263.15. So we've traded between price spike and price spike. Volume a lot lighter than it's been, right? I talk about this in terms of like a battle and taking territory. Well, that's exactly what's going to take place right in here this morning. And whoever wins this price spike or this price spike is going to win the day. So as far as destinations go, right now on the upside, now remember we had a price probe. That was L's low. All right, a lot lower than where the price spike was. Right now, it's just over an hour to go, so things could change. But right now, that price probe is being rejected. But we're still going to use it. 265.62. Then the price spike, sees low, 268.02. Now, if the bulls are able to win that level, I think, first off, my instinct tells me we're going to have a nice, tremendous battle inside of M period. M period went down $4 in 1 minute yesterday. Yep, $4. So I'm going to think we're going to get some really huge chop inside of M. Now, depending on who wins, if the bulls are able to overtake this price spike, eventually they'll take out M's high. And if you do that, your next destination, until we get more market-generated information, isn't until the afternoon rally high, which is all the way up at 273.92, and then yesterday's high of 275.03. Now, also in there, what I think is going to be important is that 271.08 or 271 level, which is where that void, that was the first price point to get to with the void. We got above it by $4 yesterday and closed below it by $5. So that's going to be pretty much an important level. So if we are to overtake M's high, I'm looking at between J's high, which was just below 271, and D's high, which was just above it, to see what kind of action we get there. But first things first, bulls have to take control and get above the price spike, M's high, to see that level. For the downside, our first destination right now is 264.89, which is yesterday's low. Then we have the price probe, right? We haven't even taken out the price probe. We got into it 3 times, but it's held 263.15. Then the price spike of 262.96. So I'm sorry, my pre-market low is above the price spike, below the price probe. Right in here. So mechanical and visual. So who's playing the market this morning? As of now, short-term traders. Very important to know. Then below that, we have the single prints. Remember, we had a trend day on the 6th. They started 261.27, get filled at 24 cents, and then 256.73 daily low, and then the gap below 253.22 from the 6th. So what's the game plan this morning? Now, again, there's just about an hour to go prior to the opening. So I'm going to expect some major chop between the price spike and the 6's price probe, which is all within M. You can certainly take a put play right here at the price spike. Right? That's at 267. 268.02. Now it depends what kind of heat you want. M's high isn't until 269.86 or whatever. That's almost $2 worth of heat. Depends what you want to take, but you can take that if you'd like, right? Right now, we're looking to open below value. At some point, you might get into value, but that's one put play you can take. If you're to trade down in M period, you can take a call play before you take. I think I'd rather take a call play before we took out M's low, because if you take it out, the odds of going down and getting the price probe and spike are very good. If we hold it, then maybe the price probe holds. Now again, a lot can happen in the next hour. Those are two very, very early trades, okay? Now, the first one, the sell isn't, it's below value. I like that, right? I want to sell lower value, buy above value. So that one's not a bad trade. This one, if you take around L's low, you're going to be buying lower value to begin with. That's just something to keep in mind. Now, again, if you take out M's low, what kind of heat do you want to take? M's low is 264.89. The price probe doesn't get filled to 263.15. So again, it's over $1. So it depends what kind of heat you want to take. That's why I think if I was a buyer here, I'm out if we take out M's low. We could always get back in on the long side if the price probe holds. You're going to be buying lower value there. It's just something to keep in mind. So those are two very, very early plays. Again, I firmly believe whoever wins this price spike battle is going to win the day. So that's something early to keep in mind. And then let's go to the charts. Weekly. Right now, it looks like that weekly chart might be right. Right? That's a lot better than what we saw yesterday because we sold off $10 from the high. Right? And we're also $17 off the low. So it's been a pretty wild week. But the bottom line is, as of now, we are one-time framing up. I call 3 weeks, even though we took 3 weeks ago we took out the low. We almost had an outside week up, which would have been positive. So I'm still going to say one-time framing up 3 weeks. For the bulls, I think it's important to close above 263.33. That's above last week's range, so that's important. Right now, we are still one-time framing up. It is still healthy. And the daily, same thing. Even though we gave back a lot yesterday, we're one-time framing up for 4 days. And we still have 2 big gaps, right, below us, even though we gave back a 700-point gap yesterday. So I think the key is if the bulls are able to get back over the 271 level, then they have another, once they do that, you can have a good chance of taking out yesterday's high. If not today, tomorrow, or next week. On the flip side, if the bears are able to keep them below that and get below yesterday and stay below yesterday's price spike, well, then at some point you're going to stop the one-time framing up, and then you start attacking this level and then the gap. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.